learning how to say no, which is really hard for a lot of people. Learning how to say no. Learning how to set a boundary and literally saying no. Like, no, I'm tired. No, I don't feel like it. No, that wasn't on my plan or my to-do list for today. You know, taking care of yourself first at the end of the day. You can't be the best you if you're taking care of everybody. And I need a lot of women to instill that in them. And I know it's so easier said than done because we want to take care of everybody. But, you know, prioritize yourself first, because you can't be the best version of you if you're taking care of everybody and saying yes to everything. You have to take care of you first. And I'm a firm believer in that, in your mental and your physical and your well-being. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Bianca B, and welcome to the Bianca B Show, where we talk about business, finances, and friendships. So today I want to talk about how to stop being a people pleaser. Now, this one is something I see a lot of women do, especially in business. So we're going to tackle it all. And I'm going to give you some strategic steps on how I've learned to not be a people pleaser. And I'm definitely someone who's always been direct, always stern on my decisions, and not people pleasing. So first and foremost, if you're new to my channel, make sure you guys check out my celebrity interviews, vlogs, and makeup tutorials. Okay, so first and foremost, what is a people pleaser? Looked it up on Google so I can give y'all a correct answer. A people pleaser is someone who has a strong need to please others, often at the expense of their own wants and needs. They may feel that their self-worth depends on the approval of others, and they may have difficulty saying no to requests, even when they are unreasonable or overwhelming. So some examples are people who agree with others, volunteering for extra work, apologizing for things that's not their fault, changing their personality to fit others, and so forth and so on. So if you're watching this video, most likely you are a people pleaser, which is why you clicked on this. Now, I'm going to give y'all a couple of steps. So I am someone who is very direct. I'm very blunt. I'm very stern. And this is something I've been since a kid, according to my family members. I've always said no. I was a person that always said no. And there's a pro and a con of being a people pleaser. I think when you're a people pleaser, people do like you more. You're likable. People rely on you. Rather than the opposite, sometimes it can come off as being a bitch or being a bitch, you know? So, you know, if you're not doing what people want you to do for them. So with people pleasing, you have to know boundaries and knowing thyself. So that's the first and foremost. The first step is setting boundaries. There's this really good book, and I'll insert it here, that my friend recommended for me. And it's all about setting boundaries. It's important to know what you're able to do and what you're not able to do, or what you feel like doing and don't feel like doing, right? So setting a boundary could be as simple as saying no when you know that Saturdays are your self-care day, right? When people ask you to do this and to do that, to come into work, when you know that Saturday is strictly focused on you. So the first thing is setting boundaries on, you know, what is important to you and what you want to do versus what you don't want to do, right? So learning how to say no, which is really hard for a lot of people. Learning how to say no. Like I told y'all, me growing up, my grandma told me that my favorite word was no, because I knew myself at a very young age, and a lot of people don't know themselves. So I've been fortunate enough to always have boundaries. I knew when I was uncomfortable with something, but a lot of people don't have that privilege because they like to people please. And I'm one of those people, if I don't feel like doing something, I'm not doing it. And I'm very stern on my boundaries. If I know that Saturday is my rest day, I'm not doing anything outside of that. I let people know, like, you know what? Today is a day that I take for myself. And that's what it is. I'll get back to you. And you can say things in a nice way. I know sometimes my tone may not be the best tone for people, but learning how to set a boundary and literally saying no, like, no, I'm tired. No, I don't feel like it. No, that wasn't on my plan or my to-do list for today. Maybe tomorrow may work best. Just learning how to know what you really truly want to do. You know what I'm saying? The second thing is being assertive and being stern on what you want to do and what you don't want to do. A lot of people don't know how to be assertive. And being assertive is simply being direct and communicating your needs and your wants for yourself and your well-being. So the second step is be assertive. Be assertive. It is okay to be direct and stern on that boundary that you set for yourself and for others. Okay? People pleasing is also kind of like people who aren't as confident. And you have to start building your self-esteem. So the third step is building your self-esteem up to knowing that these are my boundaries. This is what I'm going to be assertive in. And, people pleasers often have a very low self-esteem sometimes. They may feel like they're not good enough or that they need approval from others. And you have to start building that confidence. And confidence is a time thing. I don't think that people could just be confident overnight. It's definitely something you have to work on. And the next step is starting small, right? So don't try to change all of your people-pleasing ways. It's okay to be submissive. It's okay to be caring to others. Some people have that motherly nature, especially women. A lot of women have that nurturing type of personality. I personally don't have that type of personality trait, but there are some people who have that nurturing and that people-pleasing type of personality. But start small, though. It's okay to still be a people-pleaser. It's okay to still, want to do for others, but also you want to take care of yourself first. And the next step is being patient with yourself. It takes time to change a habit. So it takes 21 days, I believe, to change a habit. Start out small. If somebody is asking you to do something, start out small. It's okay to just start out small and saying simply no. And being stern and assertive on that no. So start small. It's okay. And the last tip is, once you've set a boundary, been assertive, starting out small, prioritizing your needs. The next thing is, taking care of yourself first at the end of the day. You can't be the best you if you're taking care of everybody. And I need a lot of women to instill that in them. And I know it's so easier said than done because we want to take care of everybody. But, prioritize yourself first because you can't be the best version of you if you're taking care of everybody and saying yes to everything. You have to take care of you first. And I'm a firm believer in that, in your mental and your physical and your well-being. So if okay, if a friend asks you, once again, let's go back to Saturday. Let's just say Saturday is your self-care day. It's your day that you pamper yourself and you go and get a massage, you go and get a pedicure and a manicure, and your friend asks you or your boyfriend asks you, hey, can you do this and that for me? But you've already set your appointment. Just say, unfortunately, I can't because I already have plans. However, I can assist you tomorrow if that works better for me. There's a way of how you can communicate, what's beneficial for you or not. But needless to say, as someone who's on the other side of people pleasing, I don't even know the opposite of people pleasing. I think it's probably selfish. But for me, I've gotten a lot of, people love how direct I am because I know me and I've studied me. And I know what I feel like doing and what I don't feel like doing, and what I can accommodate and what I can't accommodate, right? So learn how to put you first, because you can't be the best version of you. You can't be the best girlfriend, can't be the best fiance, the best friend if you don't take care of you first. And sometimes people are not going to like you saying no. And those are usually narcissists. And you can Google what a narcissist is. And sometimes a narcissist, I think people just kind of throw that word out there and not really knowing the what a narcissist really is. But you know, some people will be mad at your new change, and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? You are evolving and growing, and you want to do what makes you happy at the end of the day. Stop accommodating everybody. Really work on you, and be assertive of what your needs and your wants are, you know, and people will respect it. Either they respect it or they don't, you know what I'm saying? So it's your girl Bianca B. Follow me on Instagram at It's Bianca B. Make sure you guys subscribe to this YouTube channel if you're watching through YouTube or Spotify, Apple Podcasts, whatever. Make sure you guys subscribe and leave a comment, and comment below. Are you a people pleaser and trying to get out of it? You know, and also read that book. I'll link it down below. It's a really good book. Boundaries are important, and boundaries is not just with your significant other. Boundaries is with family as well, and things like that. So read that book. It's a really incredible book. It's your girl Bianca B. Bye, guys.